Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door or Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 18 of Cave Factory. And today we're going to get into a few little things here. First things first, um, this quest I completed is called Snowball, which is just obtaining Snowball, a single Snowball, which is what I did last episode, results in a small water freezer. I did not know the small water freezer was a thing, of course, because if I did, I would have probably made that a long time ago because it makes ice and blue ice and packed ice and all of that fancy jazz. So, yeah, I could have had ice a while ago apparently, and I did not know that. So, but the only way to obtain snowballs is through the Botania's Pure Daisy with water and all of that jazz. So, I guess I was kind of on the right track, but at the same time not really. So, that's a thing. We're just gonna smack this thing down right here for right now. Actually, no, I don't want it right there. Let's see. Also, side note, I expanded the farm just a smidgen, not too much. But everything is cruising. It looks like everything's getting produced. That is awesome. All right, so let's see here. So if we come back, because the sink's right here. If I were to just like make this really small, so let's say I put the fluid pipe there, the freezer here, high voltage. Actually, right there, yeah, that works. I don't even have to put the pipe anywhere. Then I come up here to this, connect that there, right? Let's go grab a fluid pipe, or not a fluid pipe, an item pipe. Okay, and then we need a drawer. I don't think I have a drawer, so let's grab some of this stuff. Alrighty, and we'll produce ice with this. Let me grab my pipe wrench as well. All right, we'll just set this here. No, we can actually do that here. Set that to extract. Put that here, and that'll get us ice. We don't want packed ice. We want normal ice rather, because it. The reason is it gave me packed ice is because the longer you leave it in this freezer, I assume, is the um what you get out of it, right? So right there, you can see I've got ice. That is what I need. I don't need packed ice. I don't believe for anything right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. But that'd be pretty cool, like mod pack idea kind of thing, where you're forced to make water using ice. Hmm. But yeah, since it's not even mentioned in JEI anywhere, I didn't even know this block existed. So that's a thing. But yeah, you can see we're getting ice. So I believe how this works is we need a lava bucket. Let me open this. I've also added a battery upgrade into this. I was kind of just testing it out more than anything, because my jetpack is running low on energy all the time. What you do is, of course, you put the battery upgrade in here. You throw this into a charger. You can see there's two slots in here, input and output. The way this works is if this was, for example, if I put the jetpack in here and the output slot, this will actually start pulling power from the backpack and putting it into the item. So if I had a lower energy item, because this is excessive, like this, you shouldn't be throwing this into the backpack. So if I have something like this that has a little bit less, battery life than this, because this has 48 million, right? This has 500,000. This will give it a nice little boost, and this doesn't use too much power per right exchange, so that's not too bad. But of course, if I wanted to, say, hey, I want my power back in here. You could actually do that if this was an actual output item, right? Like if this actually could output energy. I don't think these items can. It looks like the jetpack can, but the exchange gadget and stuff, or the building gadgets in general, just can't. We can actually test that real quick. So there's some items in here that you kind of have to just mess around with and test with to see if they actually do anything. So you can see that this doesn't do anything, even though it's full power. It's not going to output. So jetpacks are one of those items. So let's just pull that energy out of this backpack because I'm probably going to remove this battery upgrade. While it would be good for small stuff, a lot of the items that I have are way more RF or FE than, you know, than actually needed for these items. So I'm just going to quickly throw my jetpack back in here, and we'll just leave this as our normal diamond backpack. Alrighty, we'll throw those items in there, and for now we'll just toss that in there since I don't really want to go back and do that. But you can see that we are producing quite a bit of stuff here. The ethanol production is, pretty decent. It's, kind of stable around this little area. Plant oil, of course, is quite excessive, but we have plenty of biodiesel backup. I probably should get a tank or something in the middle here so we can actually, keep that way. But anyway, all right, so let's grab some of this. I do believe it is just ice, right? If we look at this, is it a different type of ice? Maybe it's blue ice? I don't fully remember. So if we look at quartz, yes, this right here. This is what I need. Okay, so it is blue ice. So I need to stop this. So let's actually just take this out, right? And then I'll be back when I get a single piece of blue ice or more to actually do this. So I was, wrong. Blue ice is what we need, which I mean we can still get. We will need soul soil, which I'm pretty sure I can get really quickly if I go to the nether. So I'll be right back in a second when I have blue ice. And you can see that this does probably change. Oh, if you just hold shift, you can actually see. So there's packed ice. There you go. Blue ice right there. We can throw this down and call it a day. That did not work. The blue ice just disappeared. Okay, so this thing is not compatible with pipes at the slightest here. It keeps doing something strange, which is pulling out the ice and trying to put it in the drawer, which basically means that it is voiding itself somehow. Not 100% sure how it's doing that or why it's doing that. So what we're gonna do real quick is go over here, grab a couple pieces of this, grab a couple pieces of this, four of these, and then four of these, and then four. Didn't really mean a diamond block, but four of these as well. And then we'll make a pipe upgrade real quick here. So add pipes. There we go. I need 5 redstone apparently. Okay. And we will just quickly do this, and then we'll set this down, take out the blue ice so I can use it. I also quickly went to the nether while I thought this was producing. Apparently it wasn't. So that's a thing. All right, so we'll just shift click this and we'll right click on this pipe, just shift click that into the inventory, and we'll throw the ice in there, and that should function hopefully. Okay. So only blue ice, shouldn't pull out any other type. And yeah, so we only have 2 in there right now. Okay, it's not pulling out normal ice. There we go, packed ice. Okay, so now this should be functioning. I'm gonna let this produce I don't know, 16, 32, I'm not 100% sure. But I'll be right back in a minute here. I'm also gonna have to figure out a space for this, of course, because we can't make another compacting thing because they are expensive as can be. So I think I might probably use like this area over here or something for that. Um, I have also not shown you guys something. I guess we could really look at that real quick. If I just hop up here, so I've started making a new area, and this isn't, like the other one. Of course, this does have some decoration blocks and things like that. So basically, what this whole area is going to be kind of like the new area we're going to spend a lot of time in. These pillars are actually hollow on the inside. So my first thought for this kind of stuff is probably putting the refined storage stuff here. And we're going to get into flux networks and stuff in a little while. which would allow for us to actually do that. And if we look here, if you were able to, run refined cables, you can actually just run them to, or run them under to each actual pillar. And this is like a 24 block distance diagonally. So that is quite far away, but you could run, all your refined storage stuff through these pillars, which is pretty interesting. So that's just a thing I've been working on off camera. It's not too much. Um, it's just, of course, going to take some time to carve this stuff out, unless I did, the create drill and stuff, which I'm not really going to do because I do enjoy carving out large spaces. That's just my personal opinion. So, you know, also, I guess I'll mention why I really want to get this uh, blue ice stuff, right? I mentioned that I want to get quartz, but quartz is not the only reason, right? If you look at this generation, yeah, show all recipes here. You get basalt, blackstone, netherrack, nether quartz, nether right or nether gold, ancient debris, and cobalt, right? So these are the rarest. So you've got 30 for gold, 30 for quartz, 60 for netherrack, 60 for basalt. So 60 for blackstone, 60 for basalt. They're all made the same way, so these will all be produced just kind of like the stone generator. These will be a lot rarer. So that is 100% a reason to make more of these, so we actually don't have to worry about that in the slightest, right? So we won't have to worry about the weight being one. We'll definitely get quite a bit of this stuff if we make a quantity of these things, right? So the more we have, the more likely we'll be able to get things. We have 12 of this. Let's actually start working on this stuff, right? Um, where is my tank? I think I still have lava in this. I do. Okay. So basically, I think how we want to do this is take our blue ice. We'll have to be careful. I'm pretty sure I can silk touch this, but I don't really want to pick it back up kind of thing. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Soul soil. We're going to place that down first. And then blue ice. I don't know if this is the way we're supposed to be doing it, but of course, we're just going to figure it out as we go here. So, and I will probably place stuff back, lights and things in a minute here. What am I looking for? I already have this, right? So we just right click. Is that how it works? I'm just trying to. Okay, so you can see that we are, got 6 of these going. We can actually run the rest of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just carve out this bottom portion here. Boom, 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 boom. And then we'll just make the continuous thing. And then I'll add more as we, get more, right? That'll probably be a little bit, and I'll probably expand this vertically because this is 12. So if I expand it upwards, it would probably be a bit easier. I think, let me test this real quick. Let's actually pick this lava back up, which I believe, there we go. You'll see why I'm doing this in a second, because I think I saw somebody else's Cave Factory video where they did this. Where they had it vertical, like the ice up here and then the lava here. So I'm kind of curious, can I do that? Let's grab the silk touch. There we go. Good thing I have a silk touch, right? That would be kind of annoying if I didn't, in all honesty. Okay, can we do this? Okay, we're just going to place the whole row. We're just going to go for it. Can that happen? Okay, so that can happen. So, in theory, I should be able to do something here. So if I were to, I mean, I could place another. I don't know how I want to do this. Because I mean, I can stack these higher. Of course, that's always an option. I was kind of thinking I could actually move this over one and then have another roll of soul soil here, another thing of packed ice. So we have kind of a more compact version. Because I mean, what? This is already taking 3 spaces. It would take. I would move it over because I want to put the actual drills, um, like where this actual block row is. And then that way it would still be like a 3. Or I mean, I guess it'd be 5. But that's just because you have the miners on the outside. So I mean, that's not a big deal. I'm gonna move this over real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I think I've got everything for this here. Um, it's 24 of these, and of course we can add more. I could probably make it longer and things like that, but for right now, 24 seems decent. We're first gonna set up the item collection system here. I don't actually know the range on this. So we're gonna set this down real quick. So 9, 9, 9. It says like 7, but it's 9 blocks wide, I do believe. It's like 7 per side, I think. I don't know how this works. Here, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, okay, I'm wrong. Anyway, it's because I was reading that. That's why. And so 15 by 15 by 15. Um, if we were to center this a little bit more, so like right here ish, because there's no center since it is 12. Okay, that would cover all of it. Besides like the back. Okay, let's just set the range. That would cover it. That whole thing. So if we actually pushed this like on top, like I'm fine with being on top of this. Actually, no, we don't want to do that because we'll just need to move it later then. So let's just set it here. Do this. Set the range to that, I do believe. Right? So that's good on both sides. And then so 5 should be a good radius. And then we'll throw a demagnetization coil thing here as well. We'll increase this to as much as we can. Okay. I can't show the radius on that one. So let's actually then set one here, set one here, maybe actually on the edge here, so we don't get in the way of the block breakers. And let's just max this out here. So yeah, because we'll need that. I don't know. Maybe we just set it on this block. I'm just trying to make sure that we don't magnetize anything into our inventory from this because that would be very annoying. But I don't think these have large enough range if we actually put them on the end. Hmm. It'll be okay. Anyway, we'll figure this out in a second here. I'm gonna turn my magnet off, which is actually in here. And I'll just throw it back on. Alright, so if we grab our block breakers, wherever I put them, they're in my hotbar, and we'll just shift right click. Alright, no big deal. Okay, make sure I turn that blacklist thing off. You can see that we are going to town here. We've already got 2 things of cobalt. And remember, that is the rarest thing, right? The cobalt besides the ancient debris. So I'm pretty okay with that here. I think what we can do for the demagnetization is like set them right here-ish. right? I think that's a pretty good one. So how many is that? 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that'll work for the demagnetization. We should be able to turn this thing back on, and we shouldn't be able to pick anything up, which is what we want. Okay, so we're getting tons of basalt. We're getting tons of all of that jazz. I don't remember. Can this go into the foundry? Right? It just goes into it normally. Okay. So that's good. So like the demagnetization ends like right here, I believe, like right at this block. So that's a thing. Same thing with that one, I'm pretty sure. But we can definitely increase the yield of this stuff as well, just because we can add more. But let's get into sorting this out. So I'm gonna make ender chests of the colors we already have, because I'm just gonna input this stuff into here and into there. We'll add a cobalt section for that one. So this is a all white chest, and this is a green middle. And then, actually, we don't need to worry about the green middle. We need to, well, yeah, we do, because we have quartz. I mean, I could just throw it in the white one, and it should still function. Because at the end of the day, it is piping into here, so we could just like do a white one and skip on the other thing. So, also, I really don't remember if I mentioned this over here. I did a blaze rod thing. All you do, of course, is like the item pipes under this, pulling this out of the actual rod cast. And this is just a faucet that is, pulling fluid from this drum into this casting table, casting it into blaze rods. Those blaze rods then get funneled down here, and it just constantly runs until that drawer's full, which I only have 2048 because I have no upgrades in there. So I don't remember if I mentioned that, but mentioning it again because it is a really good system to have if you have enough blazing blood for that. So the ender chest is the ender pouch. Let's put this gold away for a second here so I can actually grab. Oh, I actually already have that. All right. And actually, we'll need 2 of these, remember? Because we actually do need to put the cobalt into the foundry, which means that I need to do another drain and all of that stuff, which should be fine. Actually, is there another way to do cobalt? Not really. Hmm. Since cobalt is rarer, I think I might just throw this into a smeltery, like normal smeltery. I might make another smeltery real quick, just because that way we'd get 2. Because I don't care about iron, in all honesty. I care about cobalt. So I don't know. We'll have to look into that. Make like a mini smeltery up here and then send it down. I don't know. We need to figure it out quick though. So let's make one. Let's get all of the blocks and stuff out, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of this stuff. So let's see here. So if we look at ender chest, make an ender pouch, and then do this. Also, the am I not able to break ancient debris without power or something? No, I am. It just takes a minute. That's okay. All right. So, before we actually do that, let me go grab something. Alrighty. So everything is filtered. I'm gonna leave this stuff in here for a little bit. I think I will make an independent smeltery for both of these. I believe this one actually requires gold, if I'm not mistaken, to make. Unless, of course, we use like the alloying from a better end forge. There's like the bulk smelting or bulk blasting. I could always throw it in the arc furnace. Of course, yeah. See the whole thing where I can just throw it into the actual smeltery for 2, the foundry for 1, 3, and 1, and that won't alloy because it is separate. I think I'll probably set up a smeltery. Cobalt and that do not mix, so I could just throw both of those into one, and that would allow for me to just get the scraps and stuff. I could then actually funnel the gold nuggets into it as well, like maybe like a stack at a time. Keep a drawer up here or something. Maybe just like put the smeltery right here, make it tall. I'm not 100% sure. This is all just coming out of my mind, not really thought through yet. So, but I mean, this is functioning. We are getting ancient debris. I think for now, what I'll do is I'm gonna go smelt this downstairs. I don't know if we need blazing blood or anything. Let me look at that real quick. We do need blazing blood. Which, isn't the worst. How do you cast this stuff? Do you need a specific cast? No, you just use an ingot cast. Okay. So let me end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.